Okay, so I'm here to see Max and Pasha. We got some more stuff for the National Guard, and I'm really excited to show you this. So this is a Moskvich, and Dmitry actually owns this. Someone gave it to him, and then Max and Vova didn't have a car, so you don't even bother locking this shit. And this is a quality Moskvich with 51,000 kilometers on it. And I used to drive this for a little while. But I mean, look at this quality Soviet motor. So I told some of you guys, I don't watch any like Ukraine stuff on YouTube, you know, because I find it too stressful for me. But sometimes I watch that infographics, or, you know, those videos where he does like the, you know, those little characters like Putin like this or whatever. One of those channels was saying the other night, Moskvich the brand hasn't made a car in over 20 years. And with the help of China now, because of restrictions, Renault, Peugeot, like no one's exporting to Russia, they're actually bringing back the Moskvich. So like, what's a modern Moskvich gonna look like? Like Dodge Charger, they got that right. The Impala, when they brought back the, you know, like, they did that shit. Mustangs, yeah, but it's going to be interesting to see what the Russians come up with. But this is a real Moskvich. Do you know what I mean? Like this is like for special ops. You know what I mean? Like if you're going somewhere and you don't want to lose your car, or if you lose this, who gives a shit? But yeah, this is Dimitri's car. Here, look at this again. That's the horn. Kind of cool. Like, I hear those can like get wrapped around and go right in your thoracic cage. Ew, imagine that in an accident. Wake up, motherfucker. Well, Maxime still looks Habibi. You look like Tony Montana.
Tony Montana?
Yeah, Carlito's Way. You look like Carlito's Way. I gotta get the camera right so nobody knows where the sexiest guys in Ukraine live.
Thanks.
He's not bad though, is he, girls? Max is still better though with the eyes. How are you, brother? Here, just show me your eyes. Hey, bro. How are you?
You looks like a blogger.
Yeah? Look at this. You look like Ukrainian. In blandage with Crocs. You cold?
Not in, but after.
All right. Make me chai and I will give you generators.
Okay.
Okay. Fair. 2 diesel, 1 EcoFlow, and 1 2 kilowatt benzene. You have compressor for your car? Yeah, that's a good compressor.
Wow.
Give 1, 2 for the boys. Maslow. Generators, everything for you guys. Do you know what we call this?
No.
It's called a horse cock.
What?
A horse cock.
Horse?
Because it's like a horse's cock. Ah, very nice. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Pasha.
Hello, my dears. My name is Pasha. I'm from Flashback channel for free people, and I'm ready.
You grew up in Kharkiv Oblast, yeah?
Yes. I was born in Kharkiv Oblast.
Yeah. And like
Maybe
a village?
Yeah, it was village, maybe 17 kilometers from the Kharkiv. It's not a village like here. It's a very good village with a good infrastructure, with a good communication, supermarket and something like this. Not Zhiguli.
That's a lot of, yeah. How old are you anyway?
I'm 24.
20. So what did you do growing up? What sport did you play? Did you play ice hockey, football?
When I was small kids, I'm playing football, but when I was 13 or 20, I don't remember, I'm got to Thailand box section.
Okay.
Yes.
Boxing?
Yeah, Thailand box.
Okay.
Thai box. With knees, and I forgot in pad.
The shin, they call the shin in English.
Yes, shin.
And you trained at your local club in the village?
No.
Or you had to go to the city?
No, in a village. We doesn't have a local club in a village. All guys to 24 or a little bit youngest, who doesn't go to the Kharkiv, for example, to the sports section, to the school. I think that now it's not successful, man, because village it's a very sad place. Because in the city you can go to center of city, you can go to restaurant, to cafe, to the park, something like this. In a village, you don't.
No.
And the biggest part of the young boys from a village, they just sitting in a village, drunk beer and eating semachki, and it's a typical.
That's the same everywhere in the world, you know. I come from a small community, and if you don't play ice hockey, then there's no sport for you. You can't pick, oh, I like to do this, I like to do that. It's getting better, but you know, no, you cannot try sushi. No, you cannot. No, this is a hamburger.
Yeah, yeah. You have some limit when you live in a village. But when I was 15, I'm leave from the school, from the 10th class, and I'm go to study to the separate military school. It was a military.
At 15 years old, you make that choice.
Yeah, 15. Yeah, I'm saying by mom, I'm go to the military school, and I'm go to military school. I'm leave from the 10th class because education in a village school, in my village school, was a little bit bad.
Yeah.
And after when you done school, 11 classes, you should do. I don't know, general exam, yes, it's independence exam, and all schoolboys in Ukraine, last class of the schools, they just preparing to this exam because how marks in this exam, biggest marks, biggest opportunity, join to the good university, for example.
Of course.
Institute, yes, and I saw that. School, it's a big prepare for me, and I go to the military school because education better, discipline better, sport better. Military school, it's better than just a public school.
For everything.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
And after, when I'm done military school, I'm choosing university. At first, I'm think it's a journalist specification in a Karazina, but for my family, it was so expensive.
Where would you have to study journalism? In Kharkiv
No,
or
no, no.
Kiev?
I'm choosing university, and first my
Yes.
choose it was University of Karazina journalist faculty, but it was expensive for my family.
Yeah.
Second, it was a pedagogical institute.
Yes.
And third, it's a National Academy of a National Guard. It's a military academy. And after what you can choose after military school, I am choose a military academy. Just to go to the exam in this academy, done it, and they go to the study in military academy. A couple months I'm studying like a typical commander, but I'm start thinking about my future and I choose other faculty. It's a philology faculty, philology, military translation.
Yes.
Yes, and I'm done military academy like a military translator from English and the German language. But if I can't that speak English, German, I'm just understand. I can. Ich keine sprechen Deutsch.
No. No, that's interesting for me that you choose military academy because there's a Rota commander from 28th Brigade and he's from Odessa. And he was trying, like, because I'm a foreigner, so school system's different. And he went to Marine Academy. So, like, he chose a not in the Navy, but a path of education for this.
I'm trying to describe in Ukraine.
How you choose your education path.
Any types of military education,
Yes.
and any types of civilian education. For example, if you want to serve in a National Guard,
Yes.
we had only for today 2 academy
Yes.
who preparing officer for National Guard.
Okay.
If you want to serve in airborne, we have only 2 faculty on all Ukraine for airborne. And for Navy, same. They had in Odessa or Mykolaiv, I don't remember, just a military university.
Yes.
And they prepare in Marines, Navy, and something like this.
So if you go to this school, like you go to National Guard Academy, you make that choice at a young age. Does that mean you have to go to National Guard, military service after you study there?
Yes, because at this period started the Russian invasion,
Okay.
and my uncle, he doesn't military, he just worked in a factory, and my uncle was mobilized, and
Yes.
he joined to 28 brigade in Odessa, and he fight 2 years. Military education is good education, yes, but my uncle influence on me. My uncle, same name, Andrei, and he was mobilized in 2015, and
Okay.
in 2015 I am joined in the academy because
Yes.
my uncle fight and I will fight. Why? It's our country. We should do
Okay.
it. Yes, and I'm study like a cadet. When I'm done, I'm go to the first president brigade. I'm some period I'm work like a second K9 company commander. Work with doggy.
Yeah, you work with dogs.
Yeah, not so long, but I'm work with dog. And after it, I'm go to the task force company. I don't know, or rapid response company, and main our task was just a defense public order, you know.
Yeah.
And gift and I don't know how to describe. We just support safety of presidents. Yes, it
Yes.
was my task. But after it, I'm just go to rapid reaction brigade, and now I'm
Rapid action. Yeah.
yes, rapid reaction brigade. It's my brigade. I was a battalion. I was a chief of S1 in the infantry battalion, and I think that on showing in a rapid reaction brigade and infantry brigade influence on my mind, influence on my brain, and
Yes.
It's a very good training, good preparing, because I don't know, maybe if I'm showing in another brigade and Russian invasion in Ukraine, maybe I'm died at this moment, because not
Maybe
so,
many things.
yes, but thanks for rapid reaction brigades that I'm alive.
Plus, plus.
We are ready.
What do you? You told me not to ask you. What's your favorite music? What did you listen
No,
to
not
growing?
ask me. I don't choose my favorite music because
It chooses you.
yeah, I don't choose my favorite music because I'm listening. Oh, I'm listening all music. If I like this music, I'm listening to this music.
Are you a metal guy? Because a lot
no-
of Ukrainians like metal.
Not metal guy. Not metal guy. Doesn't like rock. If I, for example, if I choose rock or country, I'm choose country.
You like country music?
Yeah.
Like, do you like Johnny Cash?
Johnny Cash, yes, yes.
Me too.
Ring of Fire.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. Did you watch a lot of like American, British TV shows growing up? Is there things you like?
No. I'm. When I was young, I lived in a village, and
None of
we
this shit.
had a small communication antenna, and I had on my TV maybe 5 or 6 channels, and these channels was really shit. It was a government channels, 1+1 and something
Yeah.
like this. It's only programs and movies for grandmas, for
Yeah, Babushka
grandpas.
Secrets.
Yes, yeah. I'm just walking on the outside, just playing with guys.
So where did you learn such good English?
Because I studied
In the academy?
philology faculty. My specification, it's a military translator, and I can't say that have a good experience, but I work like translator in academy. It was a special deployment with
Yes.
Canadian, with American, maybe 3 or 4 months.
Like
It's
the
only
trainers who
English.
came here to teach?
No. I am work like a translator
Yes.
from American, for example, to our soldiers, and it was like a practice.
Yes.
And not all guys from academy, for example, have practice 3 or 4 months. I'm lucky.
Yeah.
And
But
after it,
these Canadians and Americans, were they the guys who came here to do training after Crimea? Those kind of guys?
not training. It's not training. I think it's maybe it's more about reform. It was great colonels. It was a chief of section, for example,
Yes.
from a headquarter of National Guard of California. It was a very high person.
Okay, like teaching administration, like how
Yeah,
we
yeah, for
administer
staff
our
officer.
armies,
Yeah, for
and
staff
higher
officer.
tactics, higher shit.
Yes, but at first question it was reform because before full-scale invasion, we had the very oldest task organization in army. We had the oldest staff organization, and it doesn't work now. A G system, S system, it's a very good choose for our army.
Yes.
Because we are same like a NATO army.
To trust your soldiers, to trust your sergeants, to
Yes.
trust your platoon commander, to trust the rota command.
Yes, yes.
This
and,
our system,
and-
basically.
And it's work. It's really work because I was a staff officer and I'm understand. I'm served in a battalion without staff.
Yes.
And I'm served battalion with staff. And when battalion without staff, you had only chief of staff and his small boy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they do work for all battalion, all pepper sheet. And for example, chief of staff responds for nutrition, for your boots, for your pants.
It's too much.
Yes.
And it falls apart.
Yes, and it's very difficult. And if you try to do a lot of work, you don't done no one work.
Of course.
And
I know about that.
And NATO types of stuff, it's a better, I think. I know.
I hope so. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's real. It's better. In my experience, it's better because during full-scale invasion, I work like a staff officer. I had a lot of changes during full-scale invasion. At first, I was a APC crew commander with a military rank senior lieutenant. After it, I was a just section commander. I was a platoon commander. But before, I was a second battalion commander. And when I came in Rubizhne, I was a group commander, anti-tank group commander.
How many people are in the group, plus minus?
It depends from period. At first it was 5 guys. Little bit later, in May, it was 8 guys. But
Yes.
my
We call it a section.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Section, then
but
platoon.
it was not section. It was a group.
Yeah.
It's a real was group because we had a specification tasks, and it was a group, not like a section by task organization, because we doesn't had a sniper, machine gunner. All my boys can use RPG. All my boys can use a machine gun and something like this. We just work like reserve. And during my work in Rubizhne, I find seriously acquired trauma, head trauma.
Yes.
And just during maybe from 15 April to the 21 June,
Yes.
my health from 100% fall to the 5%. And when I come into the clinic, doctor said me, if you come in a little bit more later, for example, I don't know, we say paralyzed.
Paralyzed. Yes,
You can
yes.
be paralyzed, yes. And I'm half of year just sitting in a hospital, and sitting in a hospital, just try to correct my head, try to correct my health, and now I think that I'm ready to come back to frontline, and I'm near frontline. I'm working in the Donbass area, and yes, I'm understand that like infantry, I will not work. I can't do it because it's dangerous. Because I should scare it, not shrapnel, not bullet, not artillery. I should scare it, for example, noise. Yeah, because for my brain, it's so difficult. It's so dangerous. For example, noise from artillery, not shrapnel, noise from a tank or something like this. And extreme situation, it's to so influence on my brain.
Yeah.
And yes, and I should be careful here. But I will be work. Yes, now I'm do not heroic work like a soldiers, but I think that it's too important. And I do what I can do.
You do well. I've seen a lot of things in Donbass, in Zaporizhia Oblast, and when you come from NATO army and you come from this culture like America's the best, you know, Canada this, Britain this. When we joined the army, like when I was a kid, I didn't want to join infantry. I was interested, to be honest, to be dog handler, like, because I like dogs. I was never allowed to have a dog growing up, but in my hometown you join like territorial, like Terbarona, and you do this like part-time soldier. And when you're all young, and this sergeant who wasn't a good sergeant looking back, who is like an idiot now that I'm older, he's like, yeah, you have to join infantry, infantry's the way. But when he came time for him, when he was 26 and joined the regular army, he picked he did not join infantry. So I felt that pressure as a boy, yeah, you got to join infantry. But what I learned now in full-scale invasion, this is not going to Iraq or Afghanistan for 6 months, 1 year. This is your country. And if somebody is good at something, like, if they can, I believe they must do this. Like, I work with doctors, paramedics. I also work with guys who are electronic warfare. And those guys, like at the end of this war, people will always talk about the Azovstal defender, but there's no ego. It's not like you, like, if somebody walks in, what did you do? He says, I was HIMAR operator. I'm like, oh, he is God. He is
because media and
Yeah.
because media doesn't talking so often. Media doesn't talking about infantry and other direct. For example, we should don't forget that we have not only Bakhmut. We had the criminal direct, we had Avdiivka, we have Zaporizhia.
Zaporizhia is long front, very long front.
Kherson direct, yes. But yes, it depends from media. But army, it's like a country, and all soldier, it's civilian who have a job, and you should go to the job and do this job well. And if you do your work well, your country will be great.
Yes.
It's same in the army. If you good driver, you should be good driver, and just translate to me. I forgot this word.
Professional,
No, just a driving and with a personal, just a
like transport.
yeah.
If you do
just-
this work.
yeah, work like a just. If you good sniper, you should work like a sniper. If you good cook, you should do work
Yeah.
in a kitchen. Yes.
Like, I feel stupid sometimes because I learn things in Donbass that once I learn it, it's like, Brandon, you should know that. That's so obvious. Like, when I bring National Guard has been very good to me because of Dimitri, who's a volunteer. I got to know a lot of different National Guard units, and I'm trying to give generators, diesel generators to Stabpunt, because to me this is very important. And then I'm giving to combat unit for command post. But primary was Stabpunt. But what I learned, the guys come to me for a generator, National Guard mechanics. And I'm thinking, yeah, mechanic would like, but does he need? And I said, what is your job? He says, we're welders, metal welding fabrication. And we have a mobile truck where we can go to Siversk and repair a tank on the spot. And I never thought about that. Do you understand? He is with his welding torch, he can make BMP go again in like 3 hours. So then I'm giving a generator. I never consider these things. Like, we're all doing a job. It's crazy.
All soldiers cannot be a super duper reconnaissance, super duper special force or snipers. Somebody should do rear work, somebody should do mechanic work, and every soldier should choose role and do his work, because it's important. If mechanic will not work in the rear, our cars will not drive. If our rear doesn't work, we will be hungry in a front line. It's important. Every roles, it's important.
Everyone. And the people who support us on the internet, like they call NAFO army, you know, like these, they're doing real shit, you know, like some of them are fighting the Russian hackers. I don't understand it, but like one of my videos on here that people really, not my best viewed because it's not Solidar, but the ones that had the nicest comments was my friend Slavik. He's a volunteer and all he does is Shino montage. If you do Shino montage in Donbass, tire mounting, tire repair, it's one of the first words me as a foreigner I learned to recognize when I read Cyrillic. I see Shino montage. The further east you go, you see the sign Shino montage, Shino montage, Shino montage, because the roads and
it's a killer road.
Yeah,
They just destroy your car.
so but people really like that, you know, like it surprised me, like some of the videos I do, that it clicks with people. It's like, but I don't know, tell me, how long have you been working with Maxim now? Because I never met you before. October, him and I were in Yampol.
In the front line I worked with Maxim maybe 1 month, only on the front line. We met with Maxim
When you were sick?
8 years.
8 years.
Yes, yes, on a university, in academy, yes.
No
We
shit.
study in one group. And here I work with Max for 1 month, because before I worked with infantry, with
Yeah.
another battalion. But now I'm just work with Max here.
And you know Vova that used to work with him
I
as
know,
well. He's not so much on the camera like Maxim, but and you know Andrei Starsky.
Yes, yes.
He's
I know these guys.
but that's how I got to meet you, through Dima. I meet Maxim and Vova, and he introduced me to Andre, which helped my YouTube grow through Max. And now I think we need to, well, we need to work together as much as we can. But I'm fucking freezing out here, and I don't edit that when I say bad words like that. It's my YouTube. My biggest problem is a lot of the aid, even from the best people, it's only going to who they know. Like there's people, for example, who help 72 Brigade, but they only know 72 Brigade. So 72 Brigade, they will never have enough, but they have so much more compared to Tabarona, like territorial. And I want to encourage people that even though you have good relations, to keep making more relations in Ukraine, to get to know more people like you, to get to know, that's what my YouTube's all been about, like meet more Ukrainians. So do I have permission to, for you, for Maxime, can I speak for, you can't leave the country, you're a man. Can I speak for you guys?
Yes, I think that yes.
Thank you, because I'm gonna go home and visit my dog, and I also have health problems, but the biggest journalists or the whoever listen, they won't come here, so I have to try. But I'm freezing. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks, brother.
Thanks.
Thank you. So Pasha has a very interesting proposition for fundraising for the armed forces of Ukraine. All right, so this Moskvich,
It's a treasure. It's not Moskvich, it's a treasure.
it's national treasure.
$10,000.
$10,000. How much it cost in Ukraine? Be honest.
$10,000.
Who's gonna pay $10,000 for that piece of shit?
Me.
No, you wouldn't. Don't lie.
Only guys who know why is this car good, why is this car beautiful, why is this car treasure. Give $10,000. It's a collectioner.
You were. I don't trust you anymore. I don't trust. I'm not giving you $10,000 for.
$10,000.
So it's Dimitri's car, but you're going to sell it for $10,000. It's not even your car, you motherfucker. But it sure is good though. Max, get in it.
Don't open before paid. Don't open before paid.
So girls,
See,
$10,000 and Maxime comes with the car.
just a watch on this chair. It's a laser. What? It's laser.
All right, good luck in Bakhmut, boys. I'm going back to Avdiivka with people I know and trust. Yeah, Maxime comes with the car, $20,000. All right, everyone. Jesus loves you.
Jesus
Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you and love your car. And love $10,000.
$10,000. Do popatrzcie, motherfuckers. No looking at his car. So this honest salesman, all the buttons fell off, the cigarette lighter fell off. What else fell off?
No, it's for love.
I gotta get out of here. I have work to do for the armed forces of Ukraine. You keep trying to sell your Moskvich.